I'm Andrew, and we are back with another Rev Almanac special episode alongside the resident horror specialist over at moviearcher.com. I've got Dave Hughes with me here. Dave and I share a wonderful love of horror and pro wrestling, and we have a very, very special guest joining us on this episode. He's a professional wrestler that has traveled the globe with appearances for major promotions, including WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and All Elite Wrestling, just to name a few. And outside of the ring, he is quickly building his acting and media resume with appearances and features connected to Sports Illustrated, Busted Open Radio, and Pro Wrestling Illustrated, as well as multiple film projects Between the Living and the Dead, Crimson Harvest, and Open Casket, with many others. The man stands 5 feet 7 inches. He weighs in at a robust 176 pounds. Staten Island's own Vinny Pacifico. So, Vinny, we got you here. The first question I think Dave and I both have for you is just what led you down this path to want to be a pro wrestler? And I guess one of the other questions, because you've also gotten into acting too, did you have like a dream of being a wrestler or an actor first? Like what was the trajectory like for you growing up?
Wow. So growing up, I was just a wrestling fan. I was playing football in school. At one point, I'm like, Dad, I want to wrestle. I want to try this. Yeah, I was 14, and he was kind of like, all right. And then at some point, I'm like, no, Dad, I just want to wrestle. I want to go into it, both feet in. Let's just do it. And he believed in me, and we did it. And started at 14, training, and I've been a wrestling fan since I was a little kid. So I just did what I went to training, had my head down, and just didn't stop. And I eventually, as I got older, I knew I wanted to, like when I was 21, around 21 years old, I was like, you know what? Eventually, I want to act, because a lot of wrestlers do that path. Like they do both.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely. People ask me, oh, Vinny, I'm wrestling since I'm 14. I'm wrestling 12 years, and I want to do this till I'm 60. But people say to me like, "Oh, you have a backup plan, or do you have everything you want to do in the future after wrestling?" And it's like, no backup plan, but it's I want to get into acting also, because like that's also very big. They go hand in hand. So I always intended on eventually getting into acting as well, but it came sooner than I thought. And once it came with Mr. Reset, which is a wrestling horror film, which is perfect to start at. I kind of just said, I love this. Like, I love the acting side of things, the production. I just loved it. And it was really a wrestling movie playing me, my wrestling character, which is essential to me. And, I loved it. And that was the first thing I ever done in the film. It's set to come out within a month, to all stream platforms. I can't announce which yet. Obviously, I can't. They have to announce it first. But it's gonna be. I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. And that was when I knew, like, damn, I want to get into acting. And so fast forward a little bit. After that, I did another film called Crimson Harvest. That was filmed. That'd be my second film I done, or third film. Sorry, so I did a film in L.A. With John Fior from Sopranos, and that same weekend, I flew out to do a movie in Pennsylvania for Crimson Harvest, which is a horror movie with Felissa Rose and Robert Mukes. That was freaking cool. And now I'm sitting here, and I also was able to really impress, I believe, people that were there. So that steamrolled into more and more acting gigs and opportunities. So that was where I was like, you know what? We ain't stopping. I'm wrestling on the weekends and doing this during the week. I'm not stopping. There's no need. Momentum is here, obviously, So now that's turned into. I have like 10 films that I'm cast for. I just did two last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're in your prime. You might as well go for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like I'm just getting started. It's acting stuff, but like, shit, if I could just go and just not stop and just get every opportunity possible, and they're good opportunities, hell yeah. Like, I just did a movie in Kentucky, day player role, 9 hours filming. Just I had some lines, It was a fighting scene. I was pretty much like, uh, I was a bad guy, you know, but also it was really cool to be able to do that and fight and show my abilities of like my wrestling ability too, which is really cool because I could do stunts, I could do these things. And then I had other film, Lost Media, which was with Eric Roberts and Tom Arnold, and that was
That's
really
awesome.
fun. That was so much fun. That was in Vegas, and the I'm a big Disney fan, and if you've seen Radiator Springs and Cars,
Oh yeah.
that's how the set looked. It was sick, but yeah, it was really fun. So yeah, so a lot of really cool things lined up. You know, Mr. Reset being set to release very soon, which is just exciting for me because it's my first. Like none of my films came out yet. Obviously, you know, a lot of things are post production, but that's the first film people could really see me in.
Now
Well, and
we
I mean,
are.
there's a lot of merge between wrestling and horror too. So this
Yeah.
is like the
Yes,
perfect synchronicity.
You're
I love it.
the perfect guest for us here. So you talk,
Yes.
you know, kind of, you know, I want to talk dig into like your scary movie background and what are like the 4 scary movies or the 4 horror movies that kind of either got you into it or the 4 that really shaped you as a fan of the genre because it's so cool to see like you know someone you are a perfect guest for our podcast here because this is what
Thank
we
you.
dig into. So yeah, let me know like what inspired you or what are the 4 movies that shaped you.
Of course, I'm gonna say Halloween. That's like one of the first films I have ever seen as
Yep,
a
Yep.
kid, and
of
that
course.
that left like its mark on me. You know, Chuck, I love Chucky.
Yep.
Chucky's awesome. Uh, Freddy. I gotta throw Freddy in there because it's Freddy Krueger. Come
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah.
I gotta say the Jaws, the Godzillas, but like
Hmm.
my fourth one, I'm gonna say, which probably went up a few rungs to being probably number one, was Saw.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
I watched Saw 10 last night with my wife. Holy! Well, first of all, just to backtrack a little bit, we went to the Saw escape room in Vegas, and that was so
I
sick.
saw a picture of that. Yeah, yeah.
That was
That was
awesome. Yeah.
so sick. But now, fast forward, we watched Saw last night, and that was amazing. That movie, Saw 10, I was crying. Like that was such a friggin' good movie. So yeah, Saw went up a few rungs for me. Definitely
Yeah.
Saw.
One of the cool things about Saw is whenever that theme kicks in, I almost get goosebumps. Anytime that music kicks on
Exactly. Yes.
and it kind of pieces together and that song kicks on, you're like, okay, you got me. Like any Saw movie, when that score kicks on, it just brings you to another level. So I totally
Car
get
starts
it.
racing.
Yep,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
It kicks in.
I
I'm
love
like,
that movie.
yes.
I love it. I didn't see all of them. I didn't.
Mhm.
I've only seen like 4 or 5 of them. Um, it's been very hard for me to sit and watch movies. I'm very busy, and I put a movie on and fall asleep pretty much immediately lately.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of getting more and more into like, damn, I love these movies. So I've just been really captivated by these. So yeah, so I've been heavily watching movies a lot more, without falling asleep. And
You
That's
def you made the right choice skipping some of the Saws because I was gonna say the series was losing a little momentum for me, and then Saw 10 came in and just like rejuvenated the franchise.
so
absolutely
good, and it makes you
so
really
good.
love it. It makes you really like John Kramer too. Like it makes you
Mhm.
like, you know,
Mhm.
because listen, I don't know. Yes, it's evil what he's doing, but like, yeah, like he was the protagonist in this 10th movie.
Mhm.
It's kind of cool too because Blumhouse got the rights back to Saw, so the next one's going to be all under that Blumhouse umbrella. So
Mhm.
we're very excited
Not
for the
Lionsgate
future.
anymore.
Not line, it's all Blumhouse now. They got the rights
Wow.
back, so I think I think the franchise is going to be. I think that's going to talk
Mhm.
about new life for a franchise. I think that's
Where do
going
you
to
go
keep
with
it
John
going.
Kramer
So
though? Because he's supposed
I
to be
don't know.
dying, and
That's
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
He's gonna be in it.
Yeah, he should be in it. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I'm very curious. They must have a plan
Same.
because I think James Wan is back in the picture
Mhm.
too of some sort. So
Mhm.
this is going to be really exciting to see where they go with that franchise because that franchise, when it hits, it's hard to beat. When, like I said, when they have those moments that grab you, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is
When
this
she
is.
pulled the bag of money
Yep.
and that
Yep.
sound,
Yep.
that was it.
Yep.
I was like, wow. Yeah, I was
So
like,
good.
oh, I'm like, don't let him die. Come on. I was getting like, I get very into my movies. You know, I get very
Yeah,
into
of
it.
course.
And
No,
but I'm a
Vin-
huge Disney fan too. I love Disney. I love the Disney horror remakes. But
oh
I'm a
Those are
big
yeah.
Disney
great.
fan too. Like
Yeah.
Disney really also got me into being an actor. Also, like where when we did Mr. Reset, we finished filming, and the rap party was at Disney. We went with Disney,
It's awesome.
and my first time going, and I freaking it was so much fun.
Did you
So
go to
now
land
I
or
kind
world?
of
Was it in land
say
or world?
world.
World. Okay.
I ended up going to land a year later. But
Mhm.
I went with people that really made it boring for me. They wanted to do their own thing, and we had to follow them around. And we did. And my wife and I were kind of like, we wanted to be able to like we got tickets, but they paid for them. We paid them money, but they paid for them so they had the tickets on their phone, so we couldn't go and do our own thing. So they kind of held us like hostage. It kind of sucked. But since I've been in LA so much lately with film and wrestling on TV, like it's I'm in LA a lot, so it's like I've been going to Disneyland a lot more, and then Universal Studios is really fun out there. The studio tour, and then we just did the Warner Brothers tour, which that one is freaking insane.
Didn't they just add the Sinners merch for that one, or the Sinners kind
Yep.
of props and
Yep.
stuff from Sinners?
Yep.
So
That was cool.
I went on it once, and I got to go back to see all the Sinners stuff.
You gotta see it. The Batman stuff got me going crazy too. I love Batman.
Yeah, same. There's
I was like a child. I was like, I keep running around
so
there.
Just running around.
Have you ever
I was
considered
literally
doing
videoing everywhere? It was a really good time, But I've learned to really enjoy the history of film and all that stuff. So I love it now. It's like it's became. I've always loved it, and I've always knew I would get into it. But now it's like I'm in it, and I'm just loving it.
Do you think you could see yourself doing like voice acting, talking about Disney stuff? Like, have you ever considered that?
I would love to voice act, because, well, everything I do is like most of my films are kind of like speaking and also like fighting and stunts and shit like that. It would be cool to do a movie where I just talk. And actually, I actually have a movie where I'm just talking. It's like a voice acting movie, but like it's not like traditional voice acting. It's more of like a I don't know how to explain it, but it's a movie where I'm just using my voice.
That's cool.
And that I like
Interesting.
that. But I want to do more of it because again, like everything I'm doing, I'm wrestling every week, and that's hard on my body as it is. I'm flying everywhere as it is. That's also hard on your body. So I would love to have the chance to be able to do some stuff that isn't hard on my body here and there.
Do you find it's tough to kind of balance the two sort of careers in terms of like, it's so physical and taxing on your body doing the professional wrestling, and then you're constantly on a plane going to a various set. Like, is it a tough act to like sort of keep both of them going, keep all the plates spinning at the same time?
No, it's not, because wrestling it tends to usually be on weekends, or like I wrestle for UWN, they're on TV all the time, but they film on Tuesdays. So it's whatever, but like a lot of films do like Wednesday, Thursday, like different shoot times. So I've never had a date get in the way of my wrestling, either or. I never had any wrestling get in the way of my films or films. It's been perfectly where I've been able to work both out schedule wise. Where, like for example, I was in LA wrestling for Hollywood. I did that and then just flew right to. Well, actually, yeah, I flew to Kentucky for that day roll. Did the thing with did the film, and then flew right back to Vegas for the other movie. So it was very easy to be able to do all in a week. You know what I mean? So they haven't really gotten, they haven't overlapped, or they haven't gotten into each other's way. You know what I mean? And I'm sure if anything happened where like I had a huge opportunity for wrestling, I'm sure the film director would understand that one day I'd go wrestle and vice versa. You have to, everything I take, I prioritize what I'm taking. So if I have a film, I'm doing that film. If I'm wrestling that day, I'm wrestling that day. Like everything I do, I give my best every time. I try not to think about like, because my July, I have a lot of wrestling, and I think I have 4 movies.
Wow.
3 movies. Yeah, I think it's 3. I think I have Deadly End, then I have Hours That Keep Us, then I have Forsaken Few. 3 movies. So yeah, I have 3 movies in July, and I have a bunch of wrestling. And I'm not really worried about it yet. I'll worry about it when it gets there. But whatever I'm doing each day, I'm going to give my best, no matter what,
Totally.
That's awesome. I'm sure I know the answer to this, Vinny, but if you had to like pinpoint a couple of people in terms of your pro wrestling career that have had the biggest influence on you, who would maybe those people be? Whether it's like getting you into the business or the style that you have, who are those people that you have used as influence?
Style and influence, Brian Danielson, of course.
Yep.
I love him to death. Great. He got me I saw him at a meet and greet before I even started, and he was very motivating, very captivating, and very inspirational talking to him. Gangrel is a huge mentor of mine. Shane Helms, another big mentor of mine, like early on in my career. Drew McIntyre gave me a lot of good advice. John Cena I met, who, again, I wanted to save him for the film part because he inspired me to wrestle. I met him at a meet and greet also before starting. Very motivating, very kind, very inspiring. But he inspires the hell out of my acting career. So, yeah, those guys I would say a lot of the thing. I also love CM Punk. I love I love Dolph Ziggler. I think he's amazing. Matt Cardona is my dream match. You know,
Ooh.
it's really cool. You know, it's really cool when people have been able to inspire me and kind of do these things. But like in film, I've been loving John Cena. I love Dwayne Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy Anthony Starr, who does The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Hugh Jackman is another one that I freaking love.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of these incredible actors that I'm really. I didn't mean to go on the acting part of things, but in acting, those are my people who inspire me also.
I love that you said Matt Cardona, because I was telling Andy right before you got on how like Matt Cardona does not get nearly enough credit
No,
for
not
what
at
he's
all.
done for professional wrestling. From the Z True Hollywood story to leaving and
Yep.
making a bigger name for himself outside of WWE than he was when he was in WWE, with the GCW stuff, with everything he's done. Like he
Incredible.
just continually reinvents himself, and just one of the, like, we're just so lucky to be in a time with a guy like Matt Cardona who inspires you, who inspires so many people, so many wrestlers who can like make a name for themselves outside of, you know, WWE, you know, zone.
Totally.
And he does such a good job.
He
He's
does,
so,
and
so good.
he really does. And I think there are a lot of guys out there who do deserve more spotlight that don't get it, and it sucks. But you know, I think if like for a while, like I was in this phase, 21, 22 years old, I was working at Ring of Honor, and then after the pandemic, I wasn't anymore, and I was doing strictly just like uh, independence in the U.S. and then also doing the global stuff overseas. Well, no, I wasn't. Not yet. I was doing mostly once COVID was happening. It was kind of like a just wrestling, just independence during COVID. But during that phase, I was like, damn, I just want more. I want more. And the next year, I was getting more and more. Like every single year that went by after COVID, I got bigger matches, bigger promotions. I worked for 12 plus countries. You know, like every single year, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And like it's actually crazy because like how it all happened. Like I did the Kurt Angle podcast. Like then I did New Japan, and I signed the deal with Bang Energy, and that was when things blew up for me. And then Bang Energy kind of didn't work out because they had a lawsuit thing go on. And then I signed with G Fuel after that, and that went even more crazy. With like, it was just really crazy to see how that all that momentum really turned into, you know, wrestling for New Japan, and then you know getting to go all literally tour Europe 4 times within like 3 months, and just like wrestle in Japan. All these different things happened, and then you know, last year was a year where like a lot of my film stuff started coming through. Like a lot of I got a lot of really big media, a lot of big film stuff. I did a TV show, which like a mental health TV show, which is really cool. It's in post production. So a lot of really cool things happened last year, but then this year, like end of last year to this year, things ramped up in ways that I've never even imagined. So I tell myself, if you know, younger me was always like antsy to go ahead. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this. But if things went how I wanted them, I would be nowhere near where I am right now.
That's
You know,
such
it's one
a
of those
good
things.
point.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where people in their head they're like, you know, for a while I felt I wasn't getting recognition that I wanted. I wasn't getting the appreciation that I wanted. But like, you know what? I had to grow as a person. I had to get into film because now I have these connections to do these things. I've had to do things along in my journey that got me to where I am, and now things are happening in ways I never even imagined. And there are things that I haven't even announced yet that are going to be insane that I'm getting ready to announce.
So, what's your favorite pro wrestling match that you've been in so far? You can name the opponent. Yeah.
There's a few that were really good I'm not saying. I would say me and Paul London was a really good one. That one went so hard. It's right on my Instagram if you haven't seen it yet. One of my first videos. Definitely me and Gangrel was like one of the first matches I was like, damn, I could hang with a legend. Me and EC3 had some really good matches. Me and Rocky Romero, probably my favorite match of all time that I had. Because that one just was like, that was insane. That one was like, and that one really opened a lot of doors for me also. So I would say me and Rocky Romero probably my favorite match I ever had.
Rocky's so silky smooth in the ring, just like ridiculously good.
Dude, I'm like, this guy's the best. I think he's the best. Genuinely, I think he's the best wrestler in the world. right now.
It's hard to beat. Just like Andy was saying, just how smooth he is, how quickly he moves. It's amazing to watch him.
Oh my
If you
gosh.
haven't checked it out, definitely check out because he's
Dude,
just unlike anybody else right now.
he's not. He's a freaking phenomenal dude too. A
Mm-hmm.
great human being. That I'm like, we're talking all night, and I'm like, I love this guy. He's great. You know what I'm saying? So that also helps. You know, when you're someone's a good human being, you can talk to them and kind of, you know, I love that shit.
Yeah, of course. So you kind of mentioned it a little bit with when you were talking about John Cena, but are there other former wrestlers turned actors that you think have pulled it off as well as Cena has? Like anyone else come to mind?
Outside Dwayne Johnson,
Yeah.
because someone told me today, like I don't even view Dwayne Johnson that way. I view him as a straight Hollywood celebrity. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I still view Dwayne Johnson as wrestler though. I mean, some people
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
still do. I do.
He's the final
Batista did it
boss.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mhm.
he's the final
Batista.
boss. Yep.
Batista. Randy Orton did pretty good. I don't know why he's not doing more.
Mhm.
I think Randy would kill it in roles, dude. Like he looks great. He could do stunts. He looks like $1,000,000. The Miz could do great stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But dude, I tell you what though, The Greatest Showman is such a wrestling type movie. Like that's kind of like my story. Like I want to
Yeah.
give. Like it's not my story, but like, what I'm saying is that movie probably my favorite of all time. And I'm gonna say this because I love Hugh Jackman, but also because like I want to give my wife the best life through my dream, like the way he was doing for his, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like he let the dream go to his head and all that stuff. I never did that, but for me, it's finding the balance to put the phone down and stop working and give my wife more time. So that's
Mhm.
kind of the similarities where it's like, you know, he got lost in the sauce and didn't stop and got all like egotistical a little bit and kind of just whatever. But for me, it's like I'm so driven to like give us this life and give us this like give her the world through what I'm doing and take her. And again, like I've been taking her all over the world with me, which has been amazing. But I want to do more of that, and I have a very hard time not working. Like if it's like even 11 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing emails because like people I work with are in either Europe or they're in California, East Western time, so they're earlier. So it's like work doesn't stop for me sometimes. I really have to learn the balance to just turn the phone off because I want to I want to be more present for my wife, my family, my mom, my dad. You know, I want to be more present because I'm realizing it ain't fun sitting with me at a dinner and I'm on the phone, you know. Or
Yeah.
for example, like we're at SeaWorld or Disney or Universal and I'm on my phone doing business. I'm like, why am I doing business? I will say though, I've had some really cool business opportunities land while I'm in like a theme park, which is freaking awesome. But it's like I want to be able to be more present because why am I like on the phone bumping into people in a theme park when I could be fully present? You know what I'm saying? And but I also do say like I like to do business when I'm excited and happy at a theme park. So we're kind of like whatever, but I do see that I'm trying to balance the home life too. Just not that's harder than balancing anything else.
Oh yeah. Your
Definitely.
work ethic though is off the charts though from
Thank
watching
you,
you from a distance. It's your social media presence incredible. Like
thank you,
you have definitely put in the reps to like earn the spot you're at already in your career for sure.
thank you, Andrew. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me because you know it's hard as someone who's doing it, you don't see what other people see. You see the
Mhm.
hard work, you see the unanswered emails, you see the not sleepless nights, you see the the tiredness. You know, as you can see, I'm touching my eyes a lot. My eyes are blurry. You know, I'm so tired. So it's it's you don't they don't. That's what I see. I don't see the progress. I don't see the you know what I'm saying? A lot of it's on
Mm-hmm.
autopilot too, which sucks. And I guess I mean, I hope so many people get inspired by this because like this is kind of what we go through. I'm kind of on autopilot all the time. I'm not really sitting. I'm just doing things. I'm just. I get up at a certain time. I go to the gym. I do this. I do that. A lot of it is just like autopilot, which I don't want to be that way anymore. I want to be able to be present in everything that I'm doing.
I
That's
gotta ask,
awesome.
well, like, what ride were you on when you got offered a part, or were you like on Pirates of the Caribbean and like,
Uh,
like I gotta know this
so
story.
there's a few. There's a few.
Yeah, I want to hear some of
Things.
these because
Um, I got called for a very big interview on national TV when I was writing The Mummy
yes, I love the Mummy.
Universal Studios.
That ride is awesome. That ride is sick. I love that.
Um, I got cast for a movie and put as an EP for a movie I'm filming in July I was at Epcot in Japan.
Yes.
What else? I actually I run a book business on the side,
Mm.
so I signed a really good talent. We collaborate with we collaborate with talents with our books, and I signed a really big talent while I was in SeaWorld. So a lot of really and there's more things that happen at the theme parks, but like it's really cool, and it's like damn, that's a cool email I just got, you know. And then I'm like, wow, oh, I had a brand deal come in for like Fanatics, which is a very big sports brand,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this, you know. And it's really random too because I had Bang send me a contract years ago when Bang Energy signed me. I was getting gas at the gas station. So it comes at the most random times.
Moral
Yeah,
of the story: go to the theme park way more often. You'll just keep getting
exactly.
these. Yeah.
Oh my god, no, dude! I just a film called Open Casket literally cast me as lead role in Disneyland
It's
last week.
awesome.
Seriously,
Let's
am I even joking? It's insane. I was literally we were going down the escalator in front of the big Mickey thing, and I got
Oh,
that
yeah.
email saying that they wanted me for the lead role of that movie. It's like holy shit.
let's talk Open Casket because that news is kind of like hot off the press. I saw that literally, I think, in the last couple of days. Dave, I think you have a question for Vinny about Open Casket,
Yeah,
which is
so
just kind of fresh.
when with Open Casket, it's like an independent horror film about a group of filmmakers trapped in an abandoned funeral home, and things turn into a nightmare. I think you said it starts filming in July or something like that.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it, or kind of how excited are you for this? This sounds awesome. I love this premise. This premise sounds so cool.
Thank you. No, I mean, the premise is wild because it's like
Yeah.
because they kind of when he sent me the possible role of the lead actor, the lead role of Mark. Um, Mark's character was me when I was so antsy to get like fought. You know what I mean? Like when I wanted it now. That's Mark. Like that character is someone who wants to be a film director, wants to do it right now, wants to succeed right now, is willing to leave his mom in a nursing home because he wants to do it, is willing to like abandon everything just to fulfill his dream or start his dream. That was like not to that extent, but that was kind of me years ago. So that character resonated with me. That character I knew I know I could pull that off. And even in Mr. Reset, the character I'm playing again is an extension of me. You know, Vinny signed a contract with Mr. Reset the minute he meets him. Doesn't even read it because he's so antsy to get. He's so naive and wants it all now, right? So that's why I'm able to. That character, the the want it now, the eager, the naive. That is what I've played, and that's who I used to be. That is who I used to be. So I could very easily play that character. So I was able to really lock in and do that that audition, and it was really funny because my dad was reading the audition with me, and he was cursing and laughing, and it was so funny. And I sent that in too. I sent that in, and I still got the role. But I think I don't know. It was like that doesn't curse. So like hearing him like stupid bitch, and then like laugh afterwards. I'll send it to you after this. I'll send it to you. I
Please
have it in
do.
my
That
phone.
sounds amazing.
Awesome.
It's hilarious. But got the role, and I'm like I said, I'm in Disney. He writes to me and says,
Yep.
"Hey, you know, you're one of the people we want to have. We want to have this lead role. Let us know if you're available these dates. Let me know if this pay works for you. Let me know if this thing works for you. Like all these different logistics, and let me know. And we'll see. We'll get back to you. And then hour later, hey Vinny, we got you. We want you as the lead role for this film. Yada yada yada. We believe in you, and that was it. And it was really cool, and it's exciting.
That's. I mean, I feel like we're gonna be living in the world of Vinny Pacifico over the next few months in the horror space and everything.
It's crazy.
I know.
I don't know how it's happening, but I'm not going to question it. I'm very grateful, but like it's happening so fast in a way that like, oh, again, all these years, like every year things got bigger and bigger and bigger, and like, you know. But I was at a phase in my life when I was 21 where I was just like really just like so mad at myself for not like being signed to WWE at the time or all these different like you know what I'm saying? Like I was so hard on myself and I've used that as my self-worth for such a long
Mhm.
time. I mean, obviously not anymore. Like the last few years I've been a lot focused and a lot way more busier than ever. But like when I was 21, 22, 23, I was very much like just very angry at myself and very I allowed wrestling to be my self worth scale, and you can't do that. You cannot do that. I still do with certain things, like everything that I'm doing. I'm still very young, but it's still like I'm wrestling 12 years. I should be. I started at freaking 14 years old. I should be. But also again, like, but I'm also in a position that I'm farther than I ever imagined I'd be in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, it's one of those things where you have to realize, like, damn, I'm very lucky to be where I am. I'm very lucky to be where I am right now. Getting these roles, like, I never even imagined that. And then being lead actor of a film coming out to stream platforms, a wrestling horror film at that coming out soon, like that's crazy to me. I never even imagined that. So I'm sorry, I'm like kind of telling this story, and this podcast went probably a different way than you wanted it to. But I guess
No,
it
this is
really
great.
thank you. It's reiterating, like, I guess the learner, whoever's watching this, is going to learn, like, don't be mad at yourself. You know, keep moving forward, work harder. You know, keep working, keep moving forward, because that kind of was my thing. People ask me all the time, Vinny, how did you get here? How did you do this? How did this happen? So it's like, don't let like where you are now distract you from where you are in the future. Because when people ask me how I'm here now, all I say is just don't stop. Because like that's it. It's just not stopping. It's just staying focused and believing in your shit and just not stopping. And that's kind of what I did, you know? And the power of ask.
There's a
Don't
power
be
of
afraid to ask
positive.
questions.
Yeah.
There's a positive energy that like feeds off of your social media page. I just have to say, like, watching it from outside looking in, you're a very motivating person, and
Am
so
I?
Yeah,
absolutely I
am.
hope you
I mean,
I hope you know that. Yeah.
thank you. That means a lot to me because I really want to be that. But like I keep getting told, like the criticism I do get is like, "Oh, Vinny, you should be doing videos of yourself talking in the camera, like, you know, the selfie videos people do." I don't do them enough. I should. And you know what? Maybe I will now because you're inspiring me to do that.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, we are thrilled that we got the chance to like talk to you for a little bit. You have
No, you guys
an
are amazing.
you have an insane schedule going on. And the other thing is you're just getting started. Even though you've been in the game for a while, like you're like not even reaching anywhere near the heights that you're going to get to. And I can tell that this is just the start for you in your
Crazy
career.
to think that too. It's
I
crazy
know,
to think
right?
that, you know? I'm lucky, you know, I'm very blessed. You know, God is good. Like I never even imagined I'd be in the position that I'm in, but like, you know, you never like it's just from the outside. It's cool to hear your perspective from the outside looking in because again, I don't see that same thing that you see. I don't see. All I see is what I'm doing. You know, I don't see the outsider. So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
you have more
blown
hard
away.
questions for me? Do you have more hard questions?
Yeah, I've got one.
Dave's got something for you.
Him? Can I
Yeah,
ask?
go
Can
ahead.
I jump in?
I remember
All
I
right.
saw in the email you had a hard question.
Yeah, no, I've got a couple actually. So
let's do it.
I got it. Here we go. We're gonna do start, bench, and cut. Now I kind of know where you're going with this, but I've got 3 horror legends for you here. Who are you gonna start? Who are you gonna bench, and who are you gonna cut from the team here? Now this is tough. I know. I'm very curious where you're going with this video. Yeah. So you've got Freddy, who traumatized my childhood as well as many others. You've got Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, who is equally scary. And I think this is probably, going to be your go-to here. Just speculation. Michael Myers. How do you rank those 3? Who are you going to start? Who are you going to bench? Who are you going to cut? Let's hear
it. Start Michael Myers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bench Freddy because he could chill for a little bit and cut Freddy. Cut Jason.
Cut Jason.
I've never been a huge fan of Jason. I get it. I like it. I understand why it's cool. But like, I like story arcs, and I guess the mother being involved and him drowning it's a cool story. Yeah. But it lost the plot for me when they made like 20 movies and he just can't die.
Yeah.
I guess the same thing with Michael Myers too. Like Michael can't die either. But I want to know why they can't die. I want to know. Right. I want to know why. What drives them? And for Michael, it's weird because there's like a weird spell they put on him that there's like this side story they have, or maybe
Curse
he just can't die.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, I don't remember. Yeah. But like, that I don't remember what it was. But like, I like to know why someone does what they do in horror films. You know, like Chucky. You know, like he wants to be a human again. Like that's cool freaking story. Like that's cool. Like Saw. I mean, I don't really know. Like, I think his reasoning is because it's kind of evil. It is, but like to doing what he's doing. But it's like a wacky fucking movie. It's really cool.
Yeah.
it is a clown alien. Like, so like I like to have, if you're gonna be a human being killing people and not dying, I want to know why you can't die.
Yeah.
I want there to be a reason why. Like, is there like some cool like spell going on that you just unlock the ability to never die? Like Deadpool. Like I love Deadpool, but like I love Deadpool, but like where is the emotional? When am I gonna be nervous that you're gonna lose? I want to be. I want to be taken on a roller coaster, being like, "Holy shit! Is he going to lose? Or is he going to?" And if someone can't die, that's out the window. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
100%.
I am very curious with Jason because I'm glad you went with Jason with that route. I'm very curious what they do with that series coming out with the Jason series where when he's a little kid, it's kind of centered. I think Linda Cardellini's his mom, and I'm very curious if like that series will kind of dive into those questions that you're asking, like. Give me more of his story. You know, his story is good, yes, but I want to know more about it. So I'm hopeful that that series may tackle some of those ideas because that it really kind of opens up a lot of different exciting opportunities for Jason.
Exactly. And why was he titanium at one point? Like, why did he become like a robot? I don't understand. I mean, maybe
Jason
I didn't see the movie.
Jason
I didn't
X.
see the movie.
It's train wreck, but
some people love it for how bad it is, though.
I think Andrew, you nailed it because I remember seeing that movie and my friend saw it the same night and we're like, that was the best movie I've ever seen. When it's like freezes the lady's face and breaks like it's brutal. It's terrible, but it's fun to watch because of how terrible it is.
Yeah, I also enjoy like I'm working with Trauma a lot too lately, and they're really great to work with. If you don't know what Trauma is, they did Toxic Avenger. And they
which
like,
kicked ass.
It did, and they're having me come and do like we're just like we're exploring what we could do because they love my wrestling ability and my wrestling character, and I love their ideas and their way of thinking about horror and just like so we did a commercial for the upcoming thing they were doing, and they were like, "Hey, Vinny, come here. You know, we're gonna do this commercial. We have this idea for you," and they like made this idea for my wrestling character that fit so perfectly. I'll send it to you if you didn't see it yet. Yeah, actually, if you didn't see it, I'm sending it to you immediately.
Please do.
They did a really good job, like capturing this Vinny Pacifico energy drink king wrestling person in their world. And I'm like, wow. And then they recently gave me another thing for another commercial they're doing. And it's like these commercial scripts that they're doing utilize me in the best way possible. Like wrestling wise, you know? So their mind is like phenomenal and they're genius people. Like Lloyd Kaufman and all their people are amazing and they're geniuses. So like
So cool.
I'm loving working with them.
That's awesome, Vinny. Can we take you out of here with one final thing? I'd love to play a little blind rank game with you if you're cool with that.
Let's do it.
Yes, do it.
Okay, so I know you're a proud New Yorker. There are plenty of great New York wrestlers throughout the ages. So what I'm gonna have you do, Vinny, is I'm gonna read you a famous New York wrestler. You're gonna rank them 1 through 5. You have no idea what's coming next. 1's the best, 5's the worst. Make sense?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Are we doing their ability? Are we doing their what are we doing?
Whatever criteria you want to use, however it matters to you, whatever makes sense for you. This will be a Vinny Pacifico list, however that means to you.
Beautiful.
So we'll start off with one of the most iconic wrestlers from one of the most iconic tag teams of all time. He's part of Busted Open Radio, none other than Bubba Ray Dudley. How do you want to rank Bubba?
I'll give him a 1.
Oh, okay.
Because he is where he is for a reason. You know, everyone knows him for a reason. Like you know, you don't get that famous for no reason. You don't get that level of success without. Also, he also has a lot of. When I was at Ring of Honor, he helped like agent my matches. He also helped like mentor me a little bit. So he did a lot. He was always cool to me.
Nice.
All right, right out of the gate, you got a number 1 for Bubba.
Yeah.
I love all the work he does too with Busted Open. Just a fantastic show he's got over there. Okay, next up, we're going to stick with the hardcore guy, another ECW legend, innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
1, I freaking love him. He's we're very, very good friend of mine. I love him to death. I adore that man. Great human being.
His ECW run with Raven, I got to shout out my friend Tim here who loves it, but his ECW run with Raven is some of the best pro wrestling storytelling I've ever seen and ever been a part of. Like, just emotional, impactful. Like, his run with Raven is just legendary, and he's phenomenal. Man in the box. So.
Oh yeah.
So where would you put him, Vinny, if you got 2, 3, 4, and 5 open?
1.
Okay, so you're gonna put him above Bubba?
Wait. Oh, I'm ranking them. Oh, not
like 1 through 5.
Oh,
yeah,
2.
Yeah. Okay, 2. Okay.
No, give him 3. I'll do 3 because there might be
Okay.
pretty cool ones.
Save yourself.
Yeah.
Save some space for who's coming next. All right. Well, we'll stick with some hardcore legends here. We've got the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley. Why don't
2.
you 2? Okay. Do you like?
Big guy too.
Have you had a chance to like ever meet Mick Foley in real life or anything?
Yeah, great human being. Yeah, last year, end of last year. No, early last year, we had like a nice long talk together. He's a great guy.
That's awesome. I love seeing that he's still doing well. Like, he took so much punishment over his career, just ridiculous.
He's and also like my wife's friend, the wrestling fan, so she came to the meet and greet that he had, and we did a show together, and before this we had a meet and greet, and my wife's friend tagged along, and she's like, I want to meet him. So she did the meet and greet, and he was very good to her, and he also gave my wife a free picture with him and my wife, so that was cool. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Great guy,
such a good guy.
All right, so we got Bubba at 1, Foley at 2, Dreamer at 3. So Vinny hasn't left himself a lot of room at 4 and 5 for the next 2. So
I know. I didn't know it was like together. I thought it was like separate. But
that's okay. These 2 guys might not love you depending on where you rank them here in the last 2 spots. So let's talk about somebody a little contemporary, the Deathmatch King, the Indie God, the man who made it cool to be on the internet, Matt Cardona. Is he at 4 or 5 for you, Vinny?
He's 1 for me. He's 1. I don't think, when I think of Matt, I think of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
He's always in Disney. He's always, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's their, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yep.
He's 1, but I'll put him at the 4.
Okay. He's 1 in your heart.
These are all 1s in Vinny's heart, even though he's got to rank them.
Yeah, they're all number 1. They're all
right, and this might be a real hot take now because this man is going to end up at number 5. He's the salt of the earth, one of the top wrestlers working today, maybe the face of AEW, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Vinny says he's the 5th on the list.
Yeah, I don't think he's the 5th, but I think he's amazing. He's phenomenal. But I just, some of these people, so my problem is I don't know who lives in New York. I forget.
Yeah.
We travel so much. I see them in different areas of the world all the time. Mm-hmm. So I just don't know who lives in New York. I forgot Foley lived in New York. I forgot Dreamer was you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And MJF, I forgot MJF. I should know he was in New York because we started at the same time, around the same time together.
So. He's a guy who I think is going to explode in the acting world as well if he ever just wants to like pivot.
He's amazing.
Yep. But he was in Happy Gilmore too. So
he was really good in Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
I love him.
The lineage of New York wrestlers is so strong. It lives on through you, Vinny, for sure. You're definitely carrying the flag for New York wrestlers right now.
I had no idea. I had no idea these people lived in New York. If you would have asked me who lived in New York, I wouldn't even be able to answer that question. I didn't.
All we gotta hope is that MJF is not listening to this or watching this because he'll have a few words for you, putting him at 5th.
I love MJF.
Vinny, we took up way more of your time than we ever thought we would. We're so appreciative of you sitting down with us. For somebody who maybe doesn't know where to find you, where to follow you, why don't you let people know where they can find you on the social media handles, what's coming up for you, and I will make sure to have all this in the show notes as well.
No, thank you. No, tons of films, wrestling every week. It's been very grateful for it. East to West Coast. Where you can find me at Instagram, Vinny Pacifico, Twitter, X, Vinny Pacifico 1, Facebook, Vinny Pacifico, and YouTube is Vinny Pacifico 1. It's a new YouTube account. I'm trying it. I never did it before. But yeah, and just, like, stay tuned to like my Instagram because a lot of my stuff's going on there. And yeah, you see my travels. You'll see my movies, my wrestling. You see it all.
So cool.
Vinny, we are just humbled you took the time to talk to us. I know I speak for Dave on that as well.
Yep. Thank you so much.
If you ever want to come back to the show, you have an open invite anytime. If you ever want to get some movies in front of me and Dave to like check them out, we would
Definitely.
love the
Talk
opportunity
about
to see whatever you make coming up for sure.
Thank
we
you guys so
can.
much. Guys, you guys are amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Hey, no
Thanks,
problem.
Vinny.